Hello, and welcome to The View. Tributes are pouring in from around the world to celebrate the life of Barbara Walters.
But there hadn't been a tribute from Whoopi before The View returned from its holiday hiatus today. She was the only current co-host who didn't say anything on social media over the past 4 days after Barbara Walters' passing, and one of only a handful of View alum who didn't post anything.
And the reason why we're all sitting here, really, if not for her, I don't know where most of us would be.
Whoopi waited to share her view on air.
There was nobody like her.
No.
There isn't anyone like her, and like all first, she's the first. And there are many of us duplicates.
Yeah.
But there'll never be another Barbara Walters.
Whoopi first met Barbara in 1991 when she was part of her Oscars special, which would end up being the year that Whoopi won the Best Supporting Actress Oscar for Ghost.
She asked me a question about, what was it like to be a mother doing it? And I said, I always feel bad.
Putting their career first sometimes was something that the two bonded over.
She and I bonded on that because she always felt she could have been better. I always felt I could have been better, but we were who we were.
It would be 16 and a half years later that Whoopi would appear on The View as a guest co-host for the first time.
It was really an audition for 20 years later to come hang out with y'all.
Welcome, Whoopi. Thank you, Barbara.
Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah.
It was May 29th, 2007, which was The View's first show back after Rosie ODonnell quit the show 6 days prior, following her passionate on-air fight with Elizabeth Hasselbeck, where the show decided to use the split screen.
What's new? Have you been under a rock?
Yes. Yes, I have.
So what do you think of Whoopi's decision to wait to say her tribute to Barbara on air? I know we all have this idea that when someone famous dies, that we all think of certain other famous people that we want to hear from and their tribute to that person. And it all should happen within the first 24 hours in our world. But yeah, we have to allow time for people to grieve. Just because they're not saying something publicly doesn't mean they're not, grieving or mourning in private, and they're going to be ready at a certain point to say something publicly. And yeah, the other reality too is that Whoopi isn't big on social media. I mean, she announced in November that she was quitting Twitter, and then her last Instagram post is from December 2nd. And we heard about Barbara's passing on New Year's Eve. So I don't think it's that big of a deal that Whoopi waited 4 days to say her tribute on air instead of posting something on social media. But yeah, what do you think?